Hello, it's me again. I just got done watching the State of the Union address. Wow, I am really impressed. Trump had some really great moments in his State of the Union address. For one, he acknowledged Rush Limbaugh and had his wife give him the Presidential Medal of Freedom. Good for you, sir, and good for Rush Limbaugh. He earned it. He really did earn that. Not like Joe Biden. Joe Biden never earned that. That's a joke. Then on top of that, then he gave a scholarship to a little girl. A little black girl. But does that really matter what her color is? I mean, really, who cares, right? Who cares what her color is, right? But she just happened to be a small little black girl. And she's going to get a full scholarship. Good for her. And not because she's black. It's because she earned it. She's been working for it. Good for you. Good for you. And then let's see what else Trump talked about. Oh, he talked about the last surviving Tuskegee Airman, Colonel McGee. Oh, I'm sorry. I got to fix that. That is, as of today, that is Brigadier General McGee. Brigadier General McGee is the last surviving Tuskegee Airman. And I looked at his medal rack. I paused the video. I looked at his medal rack. This guy has got some serious accolades. I can't even believe that he retired as a colonel. He should have retired as a 2 or 3-star general. Based on his accolades, based on his air medals, based on his combat experience. But you know what? Trump gave him the star. And this man earned the star. Not because he was a black man, because he was a patriot. Because he loved this country. If you don't believe me, go back and look at the State of the Union address and look at the medal rack. And if you need to, start looking up the different medals that he has. He has the Legion of Merit. He has the Air Medal. This guy is stacked. Stacked. He's the last Tuskegee Airman that actually can wear the World War II Victory Medal on his chest. This guy's medal rack is huge. And this is at the time when medals were not that big. You really had to do something extraordinary to get a medal. This guy's medal rack is huge. And it's not no modern medals. These are all Korean War medals, medals from World War II, Air Combat Service medals. These are all real accolades. Like real medals that you really have to earn. Not in this day and age where you just get a medal for being deployed. This guy got his medals from actually being in combat. He didn't just do combat in World War II. By the way, just let me reiterate this to you. His name is now Brigadier General McGee. This guy has medal accolades from Europe, the Pacific, Southwest Asia, Korea, World War II, Distinguished Medal Cross. This guy has earned his right. And not because of his color. He earned his right because he is an American patriot. And when I saw that, I had to rewind the video 3 times. 3 times during President Trump's State of the Union address. It had nothing to do with Trump. It had nothing to do with him. It was when Trump told McGee, "We salute you." And when Trump said, I had promoted him to Brigadier General earlier today, I don't care if Trump promoted him or not. The thing that I care about is this man is a man of men. He's a damn good man. I had to rewind the video 3 times to watch it. The first time I was in shock, utter shock. Not because of his color. It was because this was a man that was forgotten about for the last 70 years. 70 years. This Tuskegee Airman, this Air Force pilot, this patriot, this man who loves his country. At the same time, he was being disavowed by this country by real racism. Still stood up and fought for his country. And he did it in a distinguished manner. Now, for you people that may not know anything about military or our heritage, it means a lot. There's nothing that we can describe it to you, to explain to you. When a man puts his life on the line and sacrifices himself, even at odds at that time when he was living, when his own country hated him, or at least half of it, and he still fought for it. I don't even know what to say. This man is a lot stronger than me. This man is a lot better than me. He's got a better heart than me. I don't even know how he did it, but he did. He did do it. And I am so honored that he got the rank of Brigadier General today. And when I saw that the first time, like I said a couple seconds ago, I was in awe. I was like, oh, but in a good way. But then I watched it again, and then when he saluted Trump, I saluted him right back. And I did it right on the freaking camera. And then I watched it again. And then I stood up and I saluted this man. Because he's earned it. That's the very least that this man has earned. The very least that this general has earned. He's a general in his own right. Not because of politics. Not because he sucked up to anybody. Because he earned it. And when I looked at his medal rack and saw what he did, I know when I look at medals, and when I can see Distinguished Service Crosses and Legions of Merit, that's not something that was given to him. It's something that this man had earned. He just happened to be a black man. But you know what I look at him as? An American. So good for you, Brigadier General McGee. Good for you, sir. Thank you for protecting my family and protecting myself. Even before I was born. 40 years before I was born. You were there fighting for me and taking care of me while your own country was sitting there bashing you. Thank you. And I salute you, General McGee. I salute you, sir. But let's go on to another thing here that I want to talk about real quick. So at the very end of Trump's State of the Union address, just watch Nancy Pelosi and watch how she takes her papers while Trump is talking about making the country unified again, making us getting together again, to make everybody strong again. Everybody. Just watch it. And she's tearing up the papers right behind him. What is that? What is she trying to say right behind him? Does she want unity for the country while she's tearing up his speech? Because what she has there on the desk is his speech. It's all been typed down. So she's looking at his speech, and at the very end, you can see her in the background tearing it up. It's disgusting. Disgusting. Because at the end of his speech, and throughout his entire speech, was talking about unity for this country. Watch this. You have got to be freaking kidding me that the third in line for the presidency, the Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi, would be tearing up the president's speech, and she did that on purpose. Watch.
The American nation was carved out of the vast frontier by the toughest, strongest, fiercest, and most determined men and women ever to walk on the face of the earth. Our ancestors braved the unknown, tamed the wilderness, settled the Wild West, lifted millions from poverty, disease, and hunger, vanquished tyranny and fascism, ushered the world to new heights of science and medicine, laid down the railroads, dug out the canals, raised up the skyscrapers, and ladies and gentlemen, our ancestors built the most exceptional republic ever to exist in all of human history, and we are making it greater than ever before.
And here she goes. Hang on, it's coming. She's already separating her papers. Look, she's putting her papers together. She's wondering where she should tear it up.
Glorious and magnificent inheritance. We are Americans. We are pioneers. We are the pathfinders. We settled the new world. We built the modern world. And we changed history forever by embracing the eternal truth that everyone is made equal by the hand of Almighty God.
Just wait, it's coming. I want you to hear what Trump is saying at the end. Unity.
America is the place where anything can happen. America is the place where anyone can rise. And here, on this land, on this soil, on this continent, the most incredible dreams come true. This nation is our canvas, and this country is our masterpiece. We look at tomorrow and see unlimited frontiers just waiting to be explored. Our brightest discoveries are not yet known. Our most thrilling stories are not yet told. Our grandest journeys are not yet made. The American age, the American epic, the American adventure has only just begun. Our spirit is still young. The sun is still rising. God's grace is still shining. And my fellow Americans, the best is yet to come. Thank you. God bless you. God bless
Watch her.
President Trump's election year, State of the Union.
Here we go. Watch again.
Sort of the applause right there. He came out of reality television and he displayed that talent tonight. 78-minute extravaganza touching emotions both high and low over those 78 minutes.
Really? Did you see that? She did that as a political stunt. She wanted the American people to see her tear up his speech. There was nothing in that speech that was negative. There was nothing in there that was trying to divide America. It was trying to bring America together, to bring us together. And what did she do at the very end? She tore up his speech. And she did it on purpose. She wanted the cameras to see what she was doing. Is that disgusting or not? she's not doing this in the interest of the American people. She's doing this in the interest of her Democratic Party. There was nothing in Trump's speech that I saw that would be divisive for America, including on when it came to illegal immigration. Secure our borders. It's our borders. It's my country. It's your country. And at the very end, all he was talking about was hope and peace. Hope and peace. That's all he wants. That's all I want. That's why I voted for him. But Nancy Pelosi tears up his speech, and she does it, and you can see when she does it, she's getting the papers ready. It's because it's been pre-set up. Her handlers are telling her at the end of the speech, you read it, and when you saw her reading it, she was looking at the papers going, oh, no, that's not it. Okay, and turned the paper. No, that's not it. She's waiting. She's waiting for the end of the speech, and she's skimming through his speech, his paperwork, because the president has to give the speech to Congress so they know what he is going to talk about. So she gets the speech, she reviews it, she knows it's about to come to an end. She looks over the last one or two pages. She realizes, oh, that's not the end yet. And then once the end comes up, then she starts fumbling through the papers to get them all ready so she can make sure that she can tear them up right behind the president. She's basically tearing up the Constitution. Not the literal Constitution, but she's tearing up his dream of American rights, of our right to defend ourselves, of free speech. She's tearing it up in the background. You guys don't see that? I mean, that is so blatantly in front of your face. If you don't, you're like, oh God, Mike, you're talking about the Constitution. She's tearing up the Constitution. Maybe she's just tearing up his speech. Yeah, okay, fine. I can go with that. She's tearing up his speech, but everything he's been talking about is about freedom, about supporting the Constitution. Everything that he's been talking about has been about this. And she's tearing it up right behind his back, and she did it. It was like a pre-production for her. Like it was on cue. Okay, now, no, not now. Let me read a little bit longer. Nope, not yet. Nope, not yet. Next page. Okay. Now I tear it up right behind him because I know the cameras are watching me. That's exactly what just happened. I may not be some kind of political pundit, but I'm a realist. I have common sense, and I see what she did. She did that on purpose. She's basically saying to all of us conservatives, screw you and screw what Trump said. I'm tearing it up, and we don't care what you think or what you have to say. It's disgusting. I have never seen anything like this in my 41 years of living on this planet. In all the past political videos that I've watched, all the past State of the Unions that I've watched from Eisenhower and on, yes, I've actually watched them. I've never seen anything like that. Never. I'm disgusted. I cannot wait for Nancy Pelosi and her Democratic Party to be wiped out of office by the voters peacefully through the democratic process. What she did at the very end of President Trump's speech for unity and peace and prosperity, to tear it up right behind his back, she did that on purpose. she was trying to send a message saying, screw you, Trump, and screw whatever you have to say. And everything that he had to say, especially at the very end, was nothing but good. And she said, screw you. Unbelievable. If you're a Democrat and you happen to be one of the 7 to 8 people that watch my video, and you don't see no problem with this, you've got some serious soul thinking to go through. Some serious thinking to go through. I've never seen anybody of either side of the party, Republican or Democrat, do that to a standing president when he's trying to talk about making this country get together. I've never seen that. This was pre-proposition. This was a pre-post. This was a pre-post production, not pre-post. It was a pre-production situation set up that she was told to do. And she did it faithfully. It was all pre-planned. And if you think that was just a random thing, then go back and watch the video how she's fumbling through the papers to see where the end of the speech is going on, to where she can actually situate her papers so she can get them all set up in a straight line so she can tear them up right behind the president. This was done on purpose. Nancy Pelosi is a piece of trash. She's a bitch. She don't care about the United States of America. She cares about the Democratic Party. She is a bitch. If you need to, go look it up for yourself and watch it for yourself. This was all pre-planned. I'm going to tell you what, man. You fucking Democrats. You fucking Democrats. For any of you that are actually watching, you are dirty, low-handed, disgusting people. And if you do happen to be my friend on here, don't no more. Don't be my friend no more. If you support that kind of disgusting rhetoric and what she did to the president of the United States, you're not my friend. I don't support people like you. I don't support your values. So watch this video, and maybe this might be the last time I won't have 7 videos or 7 views. Maybe I might have 2 views, but I don't give a good goddamn. I don't care. You want to trash my values? The president's values are my values, and I don't value everything that he does, but I do value life. I do value the First Amendment, freedom of speech, and I do value my right to have a firearm, which I still do own. If you don't support my right to be able to practice the Constitution, which was written, then guess what? You're not a friend of mine. Bye.